The Champions League quarterfinal slots are locked in. Yes, if your team is not there, shift aside. Let's talk about the big boys. First of all, we are going to have PSG and Liverpool. Now, PSG destroyed, humbled, and embarrassed Chelsea in a very public manner. And yes, Liverpool themselves embarrassed Galatasaray in the second leg of that round of 16 ties. So yes, this is going to be an epic showdown of two giants. What that means is we're in for a treat. And Real Madrid also totally molested Manchester City in both legs, beating them home and away. No one saw that coming. Most people were rooting for Manchester City, but Real Madrid said, guess what? We have UCL heritage. And they showed that in the round of 16 times. Bayern Munich, on the other hand, totally annihilated Atalanta. Atalanta were no match for them. I don't know who asked Atalanta to come to a party that they were not invited, because clearly they had no entrance ticket. That was why they crashed out in the round of 16, because the gate to the quarterfinal was not for them. The left side of the Champions League tie delivered, and it delivered wholesomely right to our doorstep, because we got served with all the juicy goals of the Champions League this season. Now on the right side, Barcelona said, guess what? Don't let us out of the party yet, because we can do better what every other person can do on that right side. And they totally took the legs of Newcastle, tarnishing their public image. Atletico Madrid, on the other hand, lost away to Tottenham Hotspur. But of course, there's no shame on them, because guess what? They already did the business in the first leg. Sporting CP, after receiving a thrashing from Bodo Glimt in Norway, decided to stage an epic comeback of the UCL season. If not that someone has done it before, they would have set some form of record in the UCL this season. But they came back to thrash Bodo Glimt 5-0 in Portugal. Now that is how you do a remontada. And Arsenal as well showed why they are the most feared team in the UCL this season. Because explain to me why Eze will be scoring such a ridiculous goal, such a nasty goal. As a matter of fact, when he did his declaration, I said, guess what? I can do you one better. And he also delivered a banana coil to the bottom of the pool. And that game ended in a 2-0 thrashing of Bayer Leverkusen by Arsenal. So now we have our quarterfinals locked and loaded. My prediction is Arsenal is definitely, one way or the other, going to go through a 3-1 aggregate win over Sporting CP. Barcelona is going to beat Atletico Madrid 4-0 on aggregate. Yes, you heard it here first. PSG versus Liverpool. I see PSG going just with an aggregate score of 5-4. And Real Madrid Bayern Munich is going to be epic. Personally, I see this going on penalties, because the full-time aggregate scores will be 4-4. And of course, Bayern Munich is going to go through on penalties. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. But don't forget, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.